Madam Pamita, and this is Tarot for Kindness, and I am being joined today by B of Bewitching Tarot. Oh my gosh, so exciting to have you here. You know, I just adore you. I don't get
Mm.
to see you enough. I see everybody else, but I see you only like once a month. So I,
Well, it makes you feel any better. That's how everyone feels because no one ever gets to see me.
I think I have to buy a reading with you to get to see you. So, B Bewitching Tarot is one of our wonderful readers at the Parlor of Wonders, and you can follow B on Instagram. There's B's account on Instagram. Is Instagram your number one social?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, same for me. It's probably the one I'm more active on. Although I haven't been very active on lately,
Neither.
well, we're getting there. I did post pictures of Krampus. Oh, it was so fun this
I
weekend.
love that.
So good. It was so fun. Um, so B, do you want to share anything about what you're up to these days with magic, with tarot reading? Is there anything going on?
Yeah, so I'm a tarot reader, spiritual, witchy person at Parlor of Wonders, what have you. um, I offer spell services, tarot readings, oracle readings, dream interpretations, all of those things. So I'm always here for you if you need a little advice from any of those avenues. That's pretty much it for me, yeah.
I love having, we have our variety of readers and workers, and everybody has like a different flavor. And I think you bring such a like a breath of fresh air of kindness, love. I mean, it's a Cancer thing. We're both cancers, right? I think it's a Cancer thing. Like very nurturing, mothering energy.
Thank
And
you.
it's such a sweet energy that you bring to your readings and also to your in the care and the magic work that you do for people. It's just like full of this gentleness. And I also think it's very interesting that I think for people that are younger, sometimes they don't want to hear from an older person, like an older person like me. They may
Yeah.
feel like I can't relate or I don't know. I'm at a different stage in my life. And
Yeah.
you're young and fresh and hip and know what's going on. And so sometimes I think it may feel more comfortable for younger people, older people, anybody, of course, can go to you. But I also think that there's
Yeah.
that wonderful energy of like, you get it. What a young person is going through is very different. The world that we're in, what's going on, a young person's experience is different. I feel for my kids, for example, that they had 3 years of COVID that they lost, their youth and having fun and getting out there. And so there's all kinds of things that for me, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to be an old crone hermit and write a book during COVID. That's what I did. But, I think that for young people, they're at different stages in their lives and experiencing what we're experiencing in the world or in their lives, individual lives. It's like sometimes a young person can relate more to a young person.
Yeah. You're
So,
right. Right.
yeah, yeah. So I think it's like good that we have a variety at the Parlor of Wonders of people of
Mhm.
all different ages, all different specialties,
Yeah.
and different flavors. And so I encourage you guys to you get a sample here tonight, but I would encourage you to get readings from, try out the different readers at the Parlor of Wonders because you'll get different flavors, different takes on things. Sometimes it's great to get a second opinion. You might get a reading with me and then maybe say like, I want to see what someone else has to say about this and get a reading with another reader and see what they have to say. And they may give you a different perspective or a different way of looking at it than the reading that you had before. So yeah, so wonderful. And if you want to, a candle that is, someone to burn a candle for you, you couldn't ask for anyone more caring, more conscientious than be, just in all of your work. You're so, conscientious, caring, loving, gentle with people, but also honest. I don't think you're going to sugarcoat it, when it's not good, but give them, things that they can work with and some compassion, real compassion. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
speaking of readings, we're going to do readings today. We are also doing a special. We always have a special flash sale for you guys. Our special flash sale is on potions. What could be better on a cold winter's night than a hot potion to be drinking, right? Cozy, fun, like taste delicious and also magical. We have potion spell kits at the Parlor of Wonders. We have loose leaf potions, we have sachet potions. We even have little potion infusers that are shaped like stars and moons and hearts, all these cool, fun things that you can use. And each potion comes with a little direction sheet that tells you how to turn this into a potion. What do you do to make it a potion and not just a regular tea? Not that hard to do, but if you need instructions, it's there. So you guys get a flash sale for 15% off from now until Tuesday. You get Tuesday at midnight, you get a flash sale, and you can get these for 15% off. And Coven members, you get 20% off. So if you go into the Coven, you'll see you guys have a special code that gives you an additional discount. So if you want to buy a potion, get your potions, this is the time to do it because you're going to get 15% off or 20% off if you're in the Coven. And if you're wondering, wait a minute, Madam Pamita, do I have to know the secret password to get into the Coven? No, you can just join by going to coven.vip. Right there it is. Thank you, Love Witch. Love Witch is in the background working all the bells and whistles. Go to coven.vip and you can sign up. And that's how you get your discount. So it's really good. It's a great deal. The cost of your Coven membership can be found in all the discounts and coupons and specials and things that we give you. I mean, we give you so many cool things in the Coven. You'll have to check it out. So many cool things. Group spell services, free workshops, tarot card pulls once a month, exclusive Q&A sessions. I mean, we've got a lot of cool things that really make the Coven worthwhile. You'll get way more than your money's worth when you join the Coven. So I hope you will join me over there. Love to have you in my inner circle. Come, be my inner circle. Just go to coven.vip and you'll get that extra discount. It's like the special friends and family discount, right? So that's going to be one thing. Now, here's the other thing. If you purchase while we're live, if you purchase anything in the potions category, we're going to be doing a giveaway. And the giveaway we're going to be doing is for this gorgeous book. Thank you to Llewellyn Books for giving us this book to give away. This is my friend Storm Fairy Wolf's book. He's an amazing author, amazing writer, has written wonderful books, and just a good human all around. His book is called The Witch's Name, and I love the concept of this book and the execution of this book. It's all about how you naming yourself, changing your name, giving yourself a name, whether it's like your witch name, your professional name, the name of your business, how naming is powerful. Even like naming your pets can be powerful. Don't name your cat Beelzebub if you want a calm and nice cat, right? I don't know. Maybe Beelzebub got a bad rap. Who knows, right? Anyway, so if you want a copy of this book for free, because we're gonna be giving away one, just make a purchase. Everybody who purchases gets an entry in the giveaway. We'll be doing it at the end of the time that we're here. But if you're a Coven member, you get 2 entries. We give you an extra entry. So there's another benefit of being in the Coven. You get that extra entry, and we'll be giving away a copy of this book. So buy your potions live while we're doing this so you have a chance to win. I'm telling you guys, maybe 5 or 10 people make purchases. So you got a really good chance of winning a free book. And we do it right on the air. We announce it on the air, so you'll know if you won or not. And we'll just slip it into your order. So the Witch's Name will be coming to you. All right. So if you would like to have a reading, let's talk about how do you get a reading with us? Well, this is what we're doing. You can make a donation through PayPal or through Venmo, or if you're watching us on YouTube, you can look down below. You'll see a little thing that's called Super Chat that has a dollar, like an icon of a dollar sign, and you can make your donations there. The donation that we're asking for is $10 per card. So if you make a $10 donation, you get a 1-card reading. A $20 donation, you get a 2-card reading. $30 donation, 3-card reading, and so on. We can do any number. So if you want to donate $100, great. We would love that. If you want to donate $40, if you donate $40, you're feeding a senior in Ukraine for 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks worth of groceries, healthy, good food, solid, good food for those seniors. So if you make your donation, you can do it on Super Chat, you can do it on PayPal, you can do it on Venmo. Buchanan Love Witch will be putting up the Venmo link too. There we go. and $10 per card. So just let us know in the chat, wherever you are, if you're watching us on YouTube, in the chat on YouTube in the comments, or if you're on Facebook or Twitter, just put in the comments how much you donated and what your question is, and then we'll answer it live. Now, this is the bonus. This is the great thing. I'll be doing those. Let's say you donate $40 and we do a 4-card reading. And guess what? You get an extra oracle card from B. B's going to do some oracle reading, and you get that as an additional free extra. What? I mean, like, what are you waiting for? You should be making those donations right now, rushing over to Venmo and PayPal or Super Chat and making those donations. What a great deal. You get 2 for 1, 2 readings for the price of 1. You get my reading and you get B's reading. So you get a little sample of both of us, and it's a great way to show that you care at this time when seniors in Ukraine are suffering not only with cold, but they're still having bombings in Kyiv. Oh my gosh, they're still having bomb warnings and shooting down bombs and air raid sirens and all of that. Imagine being 80 or 90 years old, 80 or 90, and having a disability and living in an apartment. Some of these people have been moved out of war areas and they're living in like hostels where they're, just temporarily got a bunk bed. It's just like, this is one way to show a kindness to someone you may never meet, but it is making a huge, powerful, and positive impact on these seniors' lives. So, yeah. So get those in. Do we have any? Oh, wonderful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Adriansky, I just donated $10. Have to, as a granddaughter of Lviv. Oh my gosh. Even in Lviv, they have air raids away on the western part of Ukraine. I have friends in Lviv, and I have friends in Kyiv, and I have friends in the countryside, and the ones in the city really are, they tell me about everything that happens. It's not so much in the news anymore, but it's not that there's nothing happening over there. It's just that the news is about all kinds of other crazy things that are happening. So we can still make a difference over there. And that's what we need to do, is make a difference. Adriansky, do you want to ask a question, or are you just making a donation? Do you want to ask a question, and we could do a 1-card reading for you if you want to. Anybody else? You want to make a donation? You can make just a donation if you want, and we'll make sure that donation gets done, but you can ask a question. Also, too, we encourage you, can we put up the thing for following Subotin Harbor? Add Subotin Harbor on Facebook. And then we always tell the Subotin family who are doing this work, and their colleagues, they have just a small group of people who are doing this work. We always tell them who's donating, so you can get a little shout out. If you're on Facebook, befriend Subotin Harbor, and then they'll give you a shout out later on today when they give the shout outs for who donated. And then if you add them, they'll link you, and you can see who you helped. You can actually see the seniors that you helped that day. So it's like a lovely way of like adopting a cute little granny or grandpa over in Lviv, or not in Lviv, in Kyiv or in Zaporizhzhia is where we're feeding people. This is where it's happening. So, okay. So is my going to the job fair tomorrow going to help my financial situation? Let's see what's going to help going to the job fair tomorrow. Wow. Even when you're having a financial situation, you made a donation. That is so kind. I mean, that's so incredibly kind. Thank you so much. All right, A. I'm going to call you A. All right, let's take a look. All right. I'm going to pull a card. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. This is a great card. You've got the 3 of Cups, which is celebration. But here's what I'm going to give you, a little strategy. I'm going to give you a strategy when you go to that job fair. Socialize with people. Be chatty. I mean, it may be in character, it may be out of character. I don't know. Some people, it's a stretch to be social and to be chatty with people. Oh, Dree. Okay, wonderful. Dree. So when you go over there, you want to be friendly, sociable. If there's any mixers that are happening, go to the mixer. Absolutely. If there's a job fair mixer, go to the mixer. This is about connecting and making connections for you. I think of this card as being like those friendly connections of getting to know somebody, somebody getting to know you that then can move into getting a job. It's almost like a little bit of like, you know how it's kind of easier to get a job if you know somebody that works there because they put in a good word for you. You know how that is? I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen at the job fair. So, how you want to take advantage of this is by being friendly and sociable, chit chatty, not even like necessarily about the job per se. So, let's imagine going to the job fair. We're going to do a little scenario here. You see a booth with a company that you want to work for. Go over instead of saying, "Hi, what is the job that you're offering? What is the pay? What's the salary? Where do I fill out the application?" or anything of those things. Go over there and say, "Hi, hello, tell me," and make conversation. Make a conversation. "Oh my gosh, can you believe the weather outside? Hey, have you tried the pizza at the pizza stand over here?" or whatever, make some conversation. Let them know who you are. Be friendly, and they will be friendly in return. What that's going to do is make them look at you with a lot of warmth, and that is going to help you get in to get that job. So I do see that the job fair is going to be helpful, but the key to it to unlock that treasure chest of the job that will come is to be friendly, social, and if there's any mixers that are happening, any kind of like social event that's happening, go to the social event. Talk with other job hunting people. It doesn't have to be just about being social with the people that are offering the jobs. Talk to other people that are looking for jobs. They may have leads that you don't even know about, right? They may be like, "Oh yeah, that person over there or this job over there may not be suitable for them, but they can pass it along to you." So that can be another way to activate this. So I see this as being a very positive thing, job fair being very positive, but make conversation and make friends. That's the way to do it with other job hunters and with the people that are there presenting. And any social activities, go, do. Talk to, if you're going to a lecture about something, if there's somebody, sometimes they have classes and workshops and things. If they have a workshop, talk to the people next to you, right? I recommend also too going to this on your own. Don't go with a friend because if you go with a friend, you'll be talking with your friend. I mean, you may already have plans, so I don't know. But make an effort to talk to people you don't know. Make some friendships, build your network because that's going to result in success. Okay? You are so welcome. All right. Do we have a oracle card for Dree?
I do. I pulled one that I think goes along with this really well. I got the snake, which stands for transformation and change. So I feel like with this job fair, you're gonna have like you were saying, there's gonna be a lot more opportunities for you to talk to new people and see what they may have to say, or maybe they have careers that you never even really thought about. So I think that like being adaptable and being like open to whatever is going to happen at this job fair is definitely going to help you in the long run to like bring in the career that you need. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with Miss Snake.
Yeah, snake is like a wonderful symbol. So we have such negative connotation, but if we go back to prior times and in Slavic magic, let's talk about Slavic magic. The snake was seen as a positive thing, right? It was going to keep rodents out, right? You don't want rodents in your farm. So good for a snake being there. In fact, in Poland, they feed the snakes. They make offerings. They leave bowls of milk out for the snakes.
Mhm.
So snakes are seen as a very positive thing, and that
Yeah.
energy of the be keyed into exactly that energy of transformation. It's like shedding the old and coming out with the new, shedding your skin. 100%. I love it.
Mhm.
So be tapped into this. Could be transformative. This job fair, believe it or not, can be
Yeah.
transformative. So yeah, little lucky chances of like synchronicities and meeting the right people, being in the right place at the right time. But be friendly. Be friendly.
Yeah.
Be That's the way to do it. Like, just make friends while you're there. That maybe should be your mindset in going in. I'm going to make friends here. And if you have that mindset, You'll start chatting with people, talking with people. And always, like it's great if you have, not everyone is adept at conversing with strangers, right? Think of some icebreakers. If you see somebody with a cute hoodie on, I love your pink hoodie. It's so cute. I love it. Is it tie dye? Ask them questions. Oh my gosh, it looks so comfortable. Talk about something that you like that they're wearing, or maybe that they said, or maybe, something complimentary. That's a great way to break the ice, is to compliment somebody. It
Agreed.
seems to work like a charm, and that's way you won't feel like, oh, the pressure's on me. You're pointing out something and you're giving a little gift, you're boosting somebody. Hell, oh my gosh, she likes my pink sweatshirt. That's awesome. It's really lovely. Okay, let's look at our next one. Thank you so much, Dree. Thank you. Thank you. Our next one is Scarlett. Scarlett, thank you so much. Um, Will I sell a script or find a job? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look and see. Alrighty. Let's take a look at your cards. Thank you so much, Scarlett. Don't forget to, Scarlett and Dree, to follow Sabotan Harbor on Facebook. And then we'll be able to, sorry, I'm just writing down your name so we can add that and let them know. All right. So here's what I see for job hunting. This is pretty practical advice, actually. First card I pulled is the Hermit card. Let's talk about Hermit first. So Hermit is shining a light and looking like he's looking down below, right? Shining a light. Sometimes this card can mean like being by yourself, like a hermit, but that's not what I'm picking up for you with this. I'm picking up more about the looking and the searching. What I associate with the Hermit card is research, looking on your own. So, to sell your script or to find a job, either one of those, you're going to have to do your research, right? This is like looking, I'll give you an example from the book world, because I write books, right? Looking for the right publisher, right? I'm not going to bring my nonfiction book to a science fiction publisher. That won't work. They'll go like, we don't do that genre, right? So I have to find places where I can sell that script, or I can sell that book, or I can sell that proposal. And I have to find the right home for it. So same thing with your script. Where are you sending it? What are you doing with it? How are you getting it seen? Is it something that you can enter into a contest? Is it something that you can um, send to somebody who is looking at scripts? Think about where, but you have to research it, right? It's not just about sending it to everybody. It's not about entering every contest. It's not about putting it out there willy-nilly. It is about researching and finding the right place. Same thing for the job. You want to research and find the job, find the places that are looking for people, and then see if you're a match for that. It may even be like what's selling right now in terms of job. You want to make your resume highlight your skills that match the job, so that the programs that look at those resumes won't kick you back, that they'll bring you in so that a person gets to look at it. I also think there's another level of research that can happen, which is this whole thing that I just learned about. I mean, it's such a different world than when I was looking. Back in my day, you filled out a paper application and you brought it in. I mean, it was like such a different time, right? Back in my day, Sonny. So as we look at this situation with AI, AI is looking at the resumes and sending only the ones that are suitable for it, because everyone can send out a million resumes everywhere, right? So I read this article that said if you have AI, there's AI things that will help you to write your resume. They know how to write a resume that AI will not kick back. Makes sense, doesn't it? The computers know what the computers want. So you might want to research, like, how do I write a resume that AI won't kick back? And is there an AI source that will help me refine my resume so that it will go through the hoops to get to a person, right? So that might be some research that you can do that will help you find that job. In terms of your script, researching where your script can go, how you can get your script to be seen by somebody. Do you have an agent? Do you need to get an agent? If you want to get an agent, who is the kind of agent that's going to look at your kind of script, So, and that's like a whole research thing. So that's the very first step. Very first step is doing the research, which is the Hermit card. Second step, Three of Wands. Well, this one makes a lot of sense because this is part two. Do you see those little boats? This guy is a merchant. He's got all these little boats that are sailing, and he's watching from on the cliff, watching his little boats go sail far away. Those little boats are going to go out there. They're going to bring their spices out there and come back with silks, or, bring their seeds and come back with, I don't know, gold or whatever. And they're going to come back, right? So we have to put something out there, but we also have to have faith and trust that when we put it out there, that it's going to end up in the right hands. We cannot give anxiety or worry or negativity towards something that we don't see moving, right? I often say the Three of Wands is like when you are sitting in a theater going to watch a play. When you sit in the theater before a play, all you see is the curtain, right? You don't see anything happening from your perspective and the audience. Nothing's happening, right? Come on, hurry up. When's the play going to start? That's what you're thinking. But in reality, what's happening behind that curtain? What's happening behind the curtain, B?
Myself. I had to meet myself. Well, I got strength and
Oh,
confidence.
wait. No, you didn't answer my question.
Oh,
I'm not done with my reading.
I thought you were going to answer the question with the card. I was like, okay.
No, 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 no.
What was
I
your
was
question?
My question was, when you're sitting in a theater, a play
Mhm.
theater, and you're looking at the big velvet curtain and you're in the audience, nothing's happening. But what's happening behind the curtain in a
Chaos.
theater?
Chaos. Everyone's running around. Everyone is screaming at each other, crying. It's awful.
You sound like someone that's been in a play before.
Fashion. Fashion. We used to produce shows.
So, back behind the stage, in B's world, it's all chaos. Or we could say they're practicing their lines, they're putting the props out, they're getting their costumes on, they're doing all that other stuff, right? They're getting ready for the show. So we might not see something, but behind the curtain, something is happening. And I think of the Three of Wands being like that. The Three of Wands being like, hey, I put something out there, just like my little boats that I put out there. They've gone over the horizon. I don't see those little boats anymore, but they're going to come back to me. And I have confidence. Even if I don't see them, they're going to come back. And that's the energy that you have to give to your script. And that's the energy you have to give to the job hunt, which is, yes, you've got to put out a bunch of little boats. You're going to have to enter this in lots of areas or send it out to lots of people. But ultimately, you have to trust that something is happening with it, that there is something moving, that there's something moving forward, even if you can't see it. That is the main thing. So do your research and then have faith that when you send something out, that it's going to come back to you, that it's going to come back to you. Just keep sending those boats out. One of those boats is going to come back, and that you have to believe. So that's what I see for those two things. All right, now you're on, B.
Well, I was gonna say you should be confident that it's crazy behind the curtain. You know what I mean? But I'm just kidding. Well, I think strength and confidence for you, and just like you were saying, with like whenever you're kind of like in that period of waiting, you can't let yourself give into the anxiety of like what ifs or any doubts that you may have about your skills or your talents. Like you said, like you've already sent these ships out, so now that you just have to wait to reap the rewards. But anytime you hear that negative voice, just try to like counteract it with some kind of positive affirmation to remind yourself of like who you are, what you've done, and what you have that's applicable to any situation, not just one job or another.
Yeah, I think you bring up a really great point, which is that when we start to like drift off of our path, like we start going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, is anyone even looking at this? What's happening? I haven't heard anything back. it's to remember to bring yourself back on the path. Just don't beat yourself up for going off the path. It's human nature to worry or have be anxious or, to wonder. But when you start going in that direction, and you see it, pull yourself back. My script is going to get into the perfect hands. My perfect job is going to open up for me. Whatever it is, that's your affirmation for that. You're 100% right. All right. Thank you so much, Scarlett. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Next, we have John Paul, I think. And if you'd like to get a reading, you can. You can donate through Venmo, you can donate through PayPal, or you can donate on Super Chat if you're on YouTube, which is the little $ icon right below. So John Paul, one of my coworkers knows someone who I may be interested in. I'm wondering if this is something to pursue. Could this person possibly be my someone special I have been wanting? I love that. Aw, that's sweet. All right, let's take a look. All right. Thank you so much, John Paul. Okay. All righty. Okay. There is a possibility here. There is a possibility. The two cards that I pulled up are Ace of Swords and Page of Wands. So Ace of Swords says the communication has to begin. When we look at aces, we're looking at the beginning of something, right? Swords represent the element of air, which is thoughts, ideas, and communication. So I would say communication has to start. Let it be light and friendly. Let it be, getting to know one another and seeing how, what's the connection there, right? Um, do you have feelings for this person? Does this person have any feelings for you? But it starts with the communication. So if there's an opportunity for you to talk to this person, get a chat going. It could be a text, it could be a phone call, it could be in person, whatever, but communication has to begin. This is also a card of victory, success. So it's going to be successful communication, and it's going to give you clarity on how you feel about them and how they feel about you. I mean, really, the beginning of any relationship is really just about like finding out, like you have an idea of who this person is, and then you're going to see who they really are. So you may have an idea about this person, and you're going to see, do they match up with what you think about them? And how is the interaction between the two of you? Um, Page of Wands energy, that's very kind of exciting. It's a little spicy. We've got wands, which are about fire and passion. So there's some chemistry that's there between the two of you. Page also represents the beginning of a journey, going out of your comfort zone a little, getting into an exploration, right? So you're getting to know one another, and there's a little spark of chemistry between you. Now we have to see if we take that little flame and turn it into a raging, passionate bonfire, or if it just stays a little flame or becomes a friendship. That remains to be seen. But certainly, this is a great start. Starting the communication is going to start a little bit of that passion, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But I love seeing that. That's really great. So start that, figure out how that you can meet this person and have a conversation with this person and see where that can get started, because it could lead to a little spark, and a spark can lead to a big bonfire. We don't know where it can go, but that looks very, very good for at least a nice, connection there. And you'll see where it takes you. Love that. I love that. Thank you so much, John Paul. Thank you. Airmid made a donation. Thank you so much, Airmid. That's so kind. Airmid donated $10. No reading necessary, she said. Thank you. Thank you for that donation. Adrija, oh my gosh, we've missed you. We haven't seen you in weeks, Adrija. Adrija donated 30, so 3-card reading. Oh, did you want to do John Paul? Sorry, I totally jumped the gun. You didn't do an oracle card for John Paul. Sorry,
It's
John
okay. I have
Paul.
them right here. I didn't interrupt you. But it's kind of really in line with what you were saying. We got the raccoon, and it says curiosity and exploration. Anytime I hear curiosity, I always think of curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. So I think that if you're curious about something, explore it just like this card says, because you never know how things are going to turn out. But I think it's definitely going to be something that you're going to have to explore and take time to like let it unfold over time. But yeah, I think it's definitely worth exploring.
Yeah, I think there's a little spark there. And I think it sort of just depends on, you know, getting to know the person and then you'll see what the match is. But it's a positive beginning.
For sure.
I mean, it's definitely worth that exploration. That's what Page of Wands is, and that's what Bee's getting in her card pull.
Mhm.
So it's worth an exploration with this person. Yeah, you'll get to know them and see them. And oh, this is wonderful. So maybe you can have a little get together. Aunt Pam, this person is my coworker's roommate. Yeah, maybe the roommate can come into work, or maybe you guys can get together and have a little meal after work, or get to meet each other in some way and have a little conversation in a way that feels super comfortable, no pressure, be lovely. Yeah, I think that'd be lovely. It's got some potential, that's for sure. That's what we're both seeing. There's lots of potential there. So just explore it, see what happens, right? It's always like getting to know someone is so interesting, that whole thing. Sometimes it takes off, sometimes it doesn't, but it's worth the experience, right? To have
Yeah.
that. So, all right. Now, Adrija, sorry about that, John Paul. Past, present, future of me and S. Okay. All right. Let's see. 3-card reading, past, present, future. When I look at the past card and past, present, future, I'm like, what is it from the past that we're bringing into this situation? I think that's always useful to think of. Oh, it's an interesting progression here. All right. So our first card is interesting, the past. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords card can be like conflict, really. I wouldn't say they're super serious conflicts, but you may have had some conflicts with this person in the past, or things didn't quite feel imbalanced. There's an imbalanced energy about 5 of Swords. If we look at 5 of Swords, we've got this guy who's got 3 swords, and then there's 2 guys over there with their swords that are dropped, that they left them. So it really has this imbalance. And this is almost like the guy is smirking, like he's got all the swords and he won and these guys lost. So it really feels like this imbalance in the relationship from the past. Now, that could be the two of you, if you've known each other in the past, that there was an imbalance in that relationship, or things just weren't calibrated, or things were out of whack in some way. That's what I'm really getting the sense of. It's that maybe even, it was one of those situations where you were with somebody else and then they were single. And then when you were single, they were with somebody else, those kinds of things. So it isn't like necessarily like fighting or arguing or something like that, but just things being kind of in the past, not the right place at the right time or the right situation, just things being off kilter or out of balance. As we look at the present is keep it light, playful, maybe not even very serious at this point. Flirtatious, fun, playful, friendly, getting together, having a good time, but keeping it light. When I see this card in a relationship question, it's always like, don't get too serious. It's playtime. If you want a relationship with this person, if you want a relationship with this person right now at this moment of time, just keep it light and playful. Don't rush in and get too serious, or what are we asking those questions? What is this relationship or anything like that? You really should be looking at more than one partner right now, keeping your options open and being playful with this person and light with this person and flirtatious, but not getting like, when are we getting married? Are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we this and that? All of those questions that bring it down into some rooted place. Eventually, it will get to that place. We've got the Queen of Pentacles showing up for the future. This is a really this is like a slow growth card. So this relationship has some potential for something serious, but it's going to get there by you playing it cool and being light and playful and not getting too serious right now. If you jump the gun and get too serious right now, I feel like this person's gonna be like, mm, out of balance. It's gonna be back to out of balance again. We almost want to mirror their energy. If their energy is like, "Hey, I'm having fun," then your energy also be like, "Hey, I'm having fun too." Not, "Let's make this serious." So play right now, have fun. But also, there's an interesting thing with that dynamic of three. Keep your options open. Don't focus completely on this person. Are they asking you for a commitment? If they're not asking you for a commitment, don't push for a commitment right now. Not the time for it. That time will come in the future. That time will come in the future. But right now, keep it fun, light, playful, happy, joyful, hang out, have a good time. This is all about good times. That's what you want to be focusing on right now. And that will lead to, in its own natural course, will lead to something more serious and grounded and fruitful. Yeah. What do you have, B?
I agree with you 100%. I got the rabbit, and it stands for, it's a spontaneous spontaneity. That just tells me that you need to live in the moment. Don't be really worried about what's going to happen down the road. If everything feels good right now, just focus on that. You don't need to know what's next if you're having a good time. You know what I mean? So I just say like lean into it and be grateful for all the good things in your life and don't worry about, what may or may not be missing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that, and I know, Adrija and I have had one-on-one readings. By the way, we all do one-on-one readings, B, myself, everyone at the Parlor of Wonders, we all do one-on-one readings. So if you have a question that you're like, oh, it's too sensitive to do in this public forum, you can always book a private session with us and we can do that. But I've had sessions with Adrija, and I know in this situation, um, it's like what you were saying. It's like be in the moment. Just be in the moment of pleasure and enjoyment with this person. You don't have to make it serious at this point in time. 100%. The rabbit is playful and spontaneous, and like, yeah, bring that energy to it and keep it light, keep it fun, keep it playful. But I really think that three is important. I think that three is about maybe not getting committed or not getting too serious too quickly. It's like three is, having another plan B.
Mhm.
Really, have your plan B, C, and D if you need to. But,
Yeah.
like be dating more than one person. Um, I didn't, Drew just says, I didn't have necessarily had any conflict, but right now I can't find any red flag for now.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's something here, but don't rush too quickly. I mean, there's something to be said energetically. I think one of the best things that you can do energetically is when you're dating is to really keep your options open at the beginning, especially in like traditional masculine feminine energy, where the feminine energy is to be pursued and the masculine energy is to pursue. This is like, I know I'm going to this place, but that if you with your feminine energy, Adrija, are like, hey, I'm having a good time and my attention is not all on you, person, other person, that gives them a space of like, oh, there's an urgency here. Like, I need to pursue you because I don't want someone else to get you. Whereas if you're so focused on that individual, they're like, I don't have to worry about anything. So there's no real need. I can sit back, and it sort of turns things around. So I think what you want to do is really keep your options open. Continue to be online or dating other people or talking to other people and doing those things so that, this person has to work to get to you. They have to work a little bit to get your attention. That's a good thing. But when you're with them, hey, have fun, have a good time, play, and let's keep it light and fun and playful. That's a rabbit energy. Playful, hopping around, being cute. Oh my gosh, rabbits are the cutest. Can I just go digress for a second? Okay, in Santa Monica, which is it's city, suburban kind of city, but city nonetheless. This past year, we had rabbits. I have lived here for 50 years, at times lived somewhere else, 59 years. I've never seen rabbits here, and all of a sudden we had rabbits. It was the wildest thing, and in fact, my cat caught a rabbit, but she was carrying it around like a kitten, like, just by the scruff of its neck, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that poor little terrified baby rabbit."
Ah, that's awesome.
And I had to, like, "Stop. Yeah, yeah, separate them and let the little rabbit run away," but little rabbit was so freaked out and scared, just froze, and I'm like, "Oh my god. Go, little rabbit, go. Get out of here before she catches you again." Oh my gosh, what a wild thing having a cat
Yeah.
whose hobby is hunting now. Linda has a hobby now.
I love it.
Ugh, oh my god. That's what all these gray hairs are about. The lizard tails she brings me, the baby mice she eats. Oh my god, it's a wild Mutual Omaha's Wild Kingdom. It's like a documentary over here, animal documentary.
I couldn't do that. Mm-mm. Not with the tails.
Oh my gosh, it's like something else. I've learned to be very tough and very brave around wild animals. My cat bringing them home all the time. She's so funny. All right. Well, if you would like to have a reading, we're doing readings for $10 per card. We're going to wait and see if we get any more. In the meantime, let's talk about our sale. We're doing a flash sale on potions. If you purchase a potion right now through Tuesday. Oh, look it.
Oh,
We've got Vanna White.
yes, that's me.
Potions are 15% off with the coupon code. What's the coupon? Tea Time, all one word, TEATIME. You'll get 15% off potion spell kits now through Tuesday. If you are in the Coven, you've got a special discount code. Your discount code gives you 20% off. You can find it by going to the Coven, go to coven.vip. And if you're a member, you'll see it in the feed. We are doing a giveaway. We are giving away Storm Fairies Wolf, The Witch's Name. Beautiful, amazing book about the power of naming things. I mean, I love this book so much. In fact, I wrote an endorsement of it. Where's my endorsement? Probably on the inside. I love this book, and I got a chance to see it before it came out. Where's my endorsement? Where is it? Oh, it's at the top. It's in the front, right at the top. Want to hear what I have to say about this book? Storm outlines the journey of discovering one's true name by telling his story, as well as sharing the stories of other witches who have taken on new names. There are plenty of practical exercises for assisting you in protecting yourself with naming and discovering the perfect magical name that expresses your true essence. Whether you are just beginning your witchy path or ready for a new chapter in your life, this book will ably guide you, helping you to find the perfect magical moniker. But I also think it's more than about you naming, because it can be about your name for sure, but you could also use this for naming your pets, naming your business, naming your book, naming your project, naming your whatever, right? Naming your website, whatever it is that you're naming. Using this book can really help you come up with it and all these beautiful exercises and stories to really inspire you. It's such a good book. And it's one of these areas of magic that we don't really discuss all that much. I don't think there's any other book like this. It's just such a great, great book. So anyway, we're giving away a copy of this. Thanks to Llewellyn for giving us this copy to do a giveaway. We're so happy that they are supporting and sponsoring us by giving us some goodies to give away. And if you would like a copy of this book for free, we're going to be doing a giveaway. All you have to do is order before we sign off tonight, which may be like in the next 15 minutes. And then we'll do a giveaway at the end. So, all right. Fariel has a reading for 2-card reading. Thank you, Fariel. Okay, question. Wonderful. Hello, what do I need to know about my connection with Chris B? It's Fariel, by the way. I missed you all, but I'm back now. I'm so glad to see you. Oh my gosh, it's so great to see you. All right. What do I need to know about my connection with Chris B? Okay, let's see. This is interesting. It can open up a lot of things for you. First card that shows up, and then I really love this card. Okay. So I'm guessing that this is something that has a potential relationship issue, like a potential romantic relationship, right? So when I look at this card, Six of Pentacles, in a question about relationships, I love this card. I love seeing this card because remember, we talked about the Five of Swords, things being off kilter and out of balance. Six of Pentacles is like the opposite. It is about things being flowing back and forth. Just like this guy is giving six gold coins to this guy and really recalibrating or rebalancing. Like he's the wealthy guy, he's the poor guy. The wealthy guy is giving the poor guy his some of his money to bring things back into balance again. So this is about flow. This card is about flow. And I love this card because it talks about like an exchange between people that's even. It's like you get to give and you get to receive. So when this card shows up in a relationship, I'm like, oh, this is about giving and receiving. So you're giving loving energy, you're giving kindness, you're giving, um, you know, of yourself, but you're also receiving. Make sure that you're receiving too. Sometimes, not that I'm seeing this as a, oh, he's putting a lot of effort. Yeah, I love that. And you're giving too. So I love that. Wonderful. Receive. This is a really important concept, I think, for everyone. We all think that if somebody gives something to us, we have to give something back. We can kind of almost like our parents train us, like if you have good manners, like right, you have to give something back. But sometimes, actually, what we need is not to give back the equivalent, but to give back gratitude. So if somebody is making a lot of effort, you can say to them, "Thank you for making that effort. Thank you for arranging for us to get together. Thank you for opening the door for me. Thank you for paying the bill. Thank you for whatever the effort is," right? Think about think about the gratitude. I think this hey, I'm going to tell you, this is the secret sauce for a Leo. If you have a Leo in your life, this is the secret sauce. You tell a Leo, "Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Thank you so much for doing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you." If you tell a Leo, "Thank you," their day is made. But I think this applies. Oh, wonderful. Okay, 3 cards. We'll get to that 3rd card. All right. So, if but anybody, I think this works with not just Leos, but everybody. Where we if we don't have to, like, if they buy us a drink, we don't have to buy a drink for them. If they buy dinner, we don't have to buy dinner the next time. I mean, I don't think it should be so out of whack that they're always paying or they're always doing or something like that. But that you are really saying thank you for the effort they're making, showing your gratitude, telling your gratitude. Telling them that you notice that they're doing those things can be so gratifying, right? For the person, because it means that they didn't do the thing and it's like you're and feeling entitled. I don't think that's euphorial at all, but make sure you give that reciprocation in terms of gratitude and appreciation. And yes, you can do something nice in return for sure, but also give that gratitude for sure. So it's lovely. I love that. Second card is the judgment card. I think that something really is beautiful opening up in this relationship. This card, if you look at it specifically in its very, I don't know, symbolic message that we have here. We have people that were in coffins that are now and dead, now popping up out of their coffins and they're alive again. That's what this card is, coming back to life. I think for both Chris and for you, it's like I'm coming back to life again. I'm waking up. I can almost think of this as like springtime, when the ground is covered with snow and then we start to see the little snowdrops pop up, the little crocuses pop up, those early blossoms that pop up and let us know that spring is on its way. I think of this as like that opening up energy. So there's something really beautiful that's going to sprout from this, that's going to open up for this. I think that's for you, but I also think it's for Chris as well. Is that there's like possibilities and spring and wow, it's exciting. and there's a new beginning, a new fresh beginning with that card. Third card is the Justice card. And Justice card is, to me, is about karmic justice. What you put into something, you get out of it. So this is a very kind of interestingly spiritual yet practical card about, like, you're going to get from this relationship what you put into it, right? Not that you have to overly give. That's not what I'm talking about. It's about, I'm giving my attention and care to this relationship and this other person. The kindness will be returned to you. The care and concern will be returned to you. The appreciation will be returned to you. So I love this, like, kind of bookends on either side of this, like, give and take energy that is showing up here, and the beautiful spring energy of that Judgment card, where it's like it's a new beginning, it's like a new awakening, it's like an evolution. It's just so positive and beautiful. So I love it all around. It's really sweet, really good. So worthy of your time, definitely worthy of your time and energy investing in this person, because you're going to get back more than you put in, for sure. All right, B, what did you pull with
I got a
Ariel?
really fun card. I got the iguana, and that stands for contentment and satisfaction. And I don't know anything about iguanas, but I just picture like a big lazy iguana like laying out, soaking up the sun. So like I feel like you definitely just need to like count your blessings, enjoy where everything is right now, and just kind of like hang out and like get excited for all the great things that are gonna come in the future.
Yeah, yeah. It's really this really kind of like, there's something that you can be present in the moment. That's something very wise in what you said, B, because when we're in a relationship, sometimes people rush to the finish line in their head, because at the beginning of a relationship, you don't know where you stand. You don't know where things are. So you want to rush to that, like, destination, whether that destination is we're a couple, or we move in together, or we get married, or whatever. And it's like so much futurizing going on that we don't appreciate what we're experiencing in the moment. I can tell you something. At the beginning of a love affair, it is so exciting. Like, are they going to call? Oh my God, they called. Did they text? You're never going to feel like that. 5 years into that relationship, you're never going to feel, you're not going to feel like that again. Right. Oh, Farah says that's beautiful. Yeah. So I encourage my clients that are in new blossoming relationships, instead of futurizing, like going, I got to get to that finish line, be present in that moment of all that excitement. And there's all that excitement, and your brain is on crazy drugs of all those natural chemicals that are flooding your brain with all that love stuff, right? That makes you a little crazy for the first year or two of that relationship. But you think about that person all the time, and you can't wait to, and when they call, it's really exciting. Enjoy that moment, because the moment when you guys are established as a couple will be a different kind of pleasure. But this pleasure only happens at the beginning of a relationship. So instead of going, I can't wait to get to that part where we're, married and we're living together or whatever, what about that beautiful time? Because you will never recapture that again. So be present, be mindful, be present. Enjoy all of the ups and downs, because it's not that the person is creating ups and downs, but you create your own ups and downs in that beginning. Oh my gosh, they didn't call. Do they still like me? What's happening? Oh my God, all that stuff, right? Only happens
Right.
at the beginning. Only happens at the beginning. So you can enjoy that experience. Oh, Ariel says you're always on point. Yeah. So that's what when you say that iguana card, that's what I think of. It's like, yeah, bask in the experience that you're having now, even if it is a wild and crazy ride of excitement and
Yeah.
your butterflies in your stomach. Because when you're an old married couple, you won't get butterflies in your stomach anymore. Doubtful that you will, but yeah. Ah, I will be present. I was just thinking about that today, actually. Wonderful, wonderful. I love that, Fariel. Thank you so much for your donation. All right. So we have any more donations? Love which of that? Oh, wait, we do. Mel. Thank you, Mel. By the way, you guys, can we flash Subotan Harbor again up on the screen? All of you guys, Mel, Fariel, Adrija, Ermid, John Paul, Scarlett, Dree. add Sobotan Harbor on Facebook. You can just use that QR code and add them as a friend on Facebook. And what that's going to do is that then they can tag you when later today when they make their donations, and then you can see the seniors that you helped. And it's such a wonderful way. They give you a little shout out and they say, "Hey, thank you, thank you, Mel, Ferial, Adrija. These are the people that we helped today," and they give you a little shout out. And so it's a really nice way for you to connect with those seniors that you're helping by seeing their photos and seeing their sweet little faces and the food that you're giving them when their cupboard was bare. I mean, oh my gosh. Um, Mel, thank you, Mel. Mel says, hello, everyone. Donation of $20. What good stuff is coming up soon? All right. Love that. All right. Let's see what good stuff is coming up soon and how we can maximize the good stuff, right? How can we maximize that good stuff? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. I love it. Okay. First card. I'm going to talk about this one first, actually. The Five of Cups. So, Five of Cups does not look like good cup stuff coming up soon. But what I see from this is actually you probably had some stuff that happened to you that wasn't so happy, right? That there's some spilled wine here, in this picture. So this person's, oh my gosh, I spilled my cups. This is terrible. Oh my gosh, my life is over, whatever. So what they're missing out on is turning around and putting their attention on the good stuff in their life, these two cups that are behind them. Instead, they're putting their attention on the stuff that didn't work out so great, right? So I think that really to activate that good stuff coming up soon is you're doing the right thing. You're asking the right question. What good stuff is coming up soon? It's not to reflect on the things of the past that didn't work out. I think one of the things that we have to recognize, it doesn't show in this version of the card, but in some versions of the card, the traditional version of the card, we have two cups that are spilling red liquid and one is spilling green liquid. And I point that out when I talk about it in my book. I'm like, oh, it's like when we think of green liquid, what do we think of? It's like besides a smoothie, which may make a fun joke at the end of this, but when I say this, but green liquid in movies is always poison, right? It's the you're in the mad scientist laboratory and there's green stuff bubbling in the beaker, right? That's a symbol of weird poisonous something, right? So maybe a smoothie is poison. I don't know. Green smoothies. They discover they're secretly poison. I don't know. But when we see that sometimes something spilled, yeah, we might have lost something or we might have be sad about something good that we didn't get, but we may have lost something that was actually not so good for us, right? Have you ever had that relationship that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm brokenhearted. But when you step back from it a little bit, you saw that person really wasn't that good for you. Oh boy, have I had that in my life, right? I had a relationship, I'm just crazy about that person. And then it turns out they weren't that great of a person and they weren't treating me great. So I think that there's some things that you may be having a tendency to focus on that were in the past that you may have some bad feelings about. But what you want to do is turn your attention toward the future. Look toward the future or even look at the present and focus on the things that are working in your life. Like look glass half full. In other words, this is the glass half full card, which is that you want to look at the things that are working in your life. Now, next card, something fun to look forward to. This is great. Four of Wands is about positive recognition, being seen by others and being appreciated by others. This is like getting out there. This is like if you look at this is like a big festival, right? There's all these people that are marching and they're all wearing beautiful flower crowns on their heads and they're dressed in togas and they're waving flowers and they're coming toward this bower made of these four wands that are with fruits and flowers in that bower. It's like a party, there's a celebration, it's communal. So I would look at like ways that you can connect with others in community, ways that you can connect. It looks like, it says Mel Yoga. I don't know if you're a yoga teacher or you practice yoga, but like getting into the yoga community and having celebrations and people seeing what you're doing and liking what you're doing. Getting out there and being public in some way is going to be great because it's going to give more opportunity for you to get those wonderful feelings of appreciation from others. So socializing, going to big parties and events if you feel comfortable doing that, um, getting out there in some way, but being seen by others, I think that's going to bring a big boost to you. And then focusing on the good things in your life. You do have good things in your life and putting your attention on those and activating the ones good things for the future. Like this. Love it. What do you have, B?
I have a really nice card. The hummingbird, the little words it has on it as I cannot talk, unique and distinctive. So I think that that just tells me that, like, in any situation in life, whether it be looking for love, looking for a career, remember that you stand out in all of those fields because you are unique and distinctive and have specific skills or personality traits that other people just don't have. And let that be like your source of confidence in all situations.
I think that's such a great that's such great advice because we if you are pleasing to everyone, then you're probably not very exciting. I'm gonna say that's not a really nice thing to say, but
Well,
like you're just like gonna be so catty and mean. I'm gonna be so mean right now, but I'm thinking like you may not remember. You may be too young to remember, but you're so welcome, Mel. Do you remember Kathy Lee Gifford? And Kathy Lee and Regis were like the talk show hosts in the morning. This is like in the 90s and the 80s,
oh
I guess. Maybe you were a baby. So Kathy Lee Gifford is like super famous, super popular, but she was really bland. Like I could look at her and go, I don't really have anything. You're fine. Like that's how I felt about her. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, this is Mel. All right. So
yeah.
I'm sure she's a nice person, but I had no interest, let's say, in being friends with her, right? If we look at that parasocial relationship, I wasn't like going, oh my God, Kathy Lee Gifford, I can't wait to be friends with her, right? No way, right? But then think about the people that you are like that feeling like I think in that parasocial way is a great way to look at it. Think about the people that you like every time they pop up on your screen, you're like, oh my God, I would totally be friends with them. When I was 15, I was convinced that David Bowie and I would be best friends. That's a 15-year-old for you, right? Sure, David Bowie would not, who knows? But anyway, I was convinced. But David Bowie was weird. Like when I was 15, he was so out there and weird. But his weirdness was what was relatable to me because I felt weird. And so because I felt weird, when I saw a weird person, I felt like you would totally get me. I totally get you, right? Right?
Yeah.
That's what we do. So when we see somebody who is unique, and that was David Bowie when he was like Ziggy Stardust and all that whole thing in the 70s, he was like so unique. And so I think that's what we have to recognize is that uniqueness, that flavor is not going to be for everyone, but the people
Mm,
who get you will love you. The people who see you and your true authentic self, when if we're trying to be popular with everyone, we're going to be boring like Kathy Lee Gifford. If we be our authentic self and project our creativity and our passion and our weirdness out in the world, guess what? Not everybody's going to like you, but the people who like you are going to love you. That is
mm,
so important. That's so
yeah.
important. That's why I think the more of us that can be our authentic selves, we give safe space for other people to be their authentic selves, right?
Yeah.
So me being a witch, and it's like purple haired witch, like people either get it or they don't get it. The people that don't get it, do I care what they think? No. Kathy Lee Gifford probably wouldn't get me. Who cares, right? Who cares?
Not me. It's good to be
So
polarizing.
yeah, so I mean, it's not about like being an asshole. That's not what we're saying. Don't be an asshole. That's not what this is
No.
about. It's about being authentic and truly comfortable in your skin and feel like, hey, I'm not everybody's flavor, but who cares? The people who I'm not their flavor, they're not my flavor either. So I don't care. What do I care, right? A person who's a white supremacist, who's sexist, is not going to, I'm not going to be there, who is super duper anti anything but their religion, super fundamentalist, it's not, I'm not going to be their flavor. They're not going to want to have anything to do with me. But I'm like, that's okay. Do I really want to be friends with a racist, sexist fundamentalist? Not really. Yeah, you live and let live. Do your thing. As long as you don't harm anybody, do your thing. But you look, I don't, you attract, like attracts like. Be you and you will attract your own weirdos. Be you and you will attract that appreciation. That's what I see for you. Four wands energy, right? And same thing, be seen, be unique, be yourself, and then you'll have all these wonderful things to look forward to. And really people that love and adore you because you're just you. You're
Yeah,
you. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be, you be what you are inside. Let that show. Let that shine. Right? As Jimi Hendrix says, let your freak flag fly, right? It's hard to say freak
definitely.
flag fly. Yeah. All right. Do we have any more? Love Witch, do we have any more? Is that it? All right, let's do our giveaway. Do we want to do our giveaway, Love Witch? That's it. All right, great. Let's do our giveaway. We're giving away the witch's name to anybody who purchased. Did anybody purchase? We don't even know. I saw someone do the QR code. We're going to do a giveaway. If you are made a purchase, you get a free entry into the giveaway for this beautiful book. If you did not, if you made a purchase but you're a Coven member and you use the Coven code, you get 2 entries. And the winner is Sherry. Sherry. Oh my gosh. Woo woo. Sherry, good job. You got the book. I think Sherry won like 2 weeks ago too. See, that's what I'm telling you. This is like the best giveaway in town because maybe 5 people make the purchase. Who knows? But you got a good chance. 10 people make a purchase, 5 people get a good chance of winning. All right, Sherry, we'll be including this book in your order. You're gonna have a great library, Sherry. You've got all these books coming in. Thank you guys so much. I want to say a big shout out once again to Dree, Scarlett, John Paul, Aramid, Adrija, Ferial, Mel. Thank you so much for your donations. How much did we raise today? Let's see, 50, $140. Not shabby, not too shabby. That means we're helping. We'll help 3.5 seniors. I'll make up the 4 seniors, so we'll help 4. I'll put the extra money in so that we can help 4 seniors. And then, yeah, we're going to help 4 seniors have 2 weeks worth of groceries. So kind. Thank you, Mel. I hope you guys will join me. Now, we won't be here next week or the following week. We will not be here because next week is Christmas Eve. The following, can you believe it? Oh my gosh, are you ready? I don't even have a Christmas tree up yet, so I'm not ready. But it's on my agenda. Maybe I'll get the Christmas tree up tomorrow. Anyway, Christmas is coming. Winter solstice is coming. By the way, Coven members, don't forget Coven. We have a Coven winter solstice party on Wednesday. We're going to be doing giveaways. It's going to be fun. We got to figure out Love Witch. We got to have a meeting and figure out the details of the party because we don't know what we're doing. We do know one thing we're doing. We're going to have a game for everybody. And we're also having a hat contest. Wear your festive holiday hat, whatever that is. Whatever. It could be a Santa hat, elf hat, witch hat with the red and green lights on it. Do whatever you want. But bring your festive hat. And we will be festive holiday hat, and we'll be having a game, and we'll be doing giveaways. Everybody that comes will be a winner. And if you want to be a part of this winter solstice party, all you have to do is be a Coven member. And to be a Coven member, all you have to do is go to coven.vip and sign up. We'll be having a party this winter solstice, but we will not be meeting next week for Tarot for Kindness, nor the following week. However, on the 7th, we will be meeting, but because we have a class, we'll be meeting slightly later at probably 6:30 Pacific, 7:30 Mountain, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern time. All right. Have a great holiday, everybody. Coven members, I'll see you at the party on Wednesday. The rest of you, we will see you in January. Have a great holiday season. B, have a great holiday. I saw my present to you arrived at your house.
I'm
Did you
waiting patiently.
waiting patiently to open it, you mean?
Do I need to wait till Yule?
You can wait to you can open it whenever you want. It's Hanukkah. You could
Ah,
consider it a Hanukkah present.
got a Kindle.
Or you can wait till winter solstice, or you can wait till Christmas, or you can wait till your birthday. I don't, it's up to you. But it's a very funny present. I got you a very funny
Well, I
present.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody, have a great holiday season. We'll see you in 2024. Lots of exciting things happening in 2024 at Parlor of Wonders. Be sure to sign up for the. Hey, can we put up the thing for the sign up for the Spell Squad for everybody? There we go. Everybody, get your cameras out and do this QR code. When you go to this QR code, you are going to sign up. You will get on the email list, but that will also give you a pass to come to my live magic Q&A that takes place for free. You'll also get a free copy of this book, 7 Secrets to Supercharge Your Spell Work. I hope you join me there and get this book. Just use that QR code and do it. You can have so much fun. Free book, free access, and yeah. And then you'll find out about all the happenings at 2024. We've got so many cool things planned for 2024. We've got amazing classes. We've got a new spell kit series coming out. We've got all kinds of cool things coming out. And you'll want to be in the know. So make sure you sign up with that QR code, and then you'll find out about everything that's happening and get some free goodies besides. So all right, you guys, have a great evening, everybody. Have a great holiday, everybody. Happy holidays, and we'll see you in 2024. Happy New Year, too.
Happy New
Bye.
Year, everybody.